maybe. Tell me whenever y'all start up, I guess, and I'll join. I'll stream. Yeah, I know it. Okay. I left it for right now. I mean, I might go back in there or something if I have to. So go on ahead and include your audio if you didn't already. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, I got one. I can send one to. I can send you one whenever we join them. Are you all in, Arkham? Okay, I'll send you one Mustang. All right, you ready, Mustang? All right, there's your invite. All right, and welcome back, everybody, to the Fast Family Truck Series here on a NASCAR Heat 4. This week, we'll be here at Eldora for a special race we got here in the Summer Series. I believe this is, hold on a second. Well, while I'm figuring this out, I'm here with a co-host, Mustang. uh, we don't have our usual commentators here. Both of them are going to be racing in this race, so that'll be interesting to watch.
Yeah, about that.
So, let's see. Give me a second. This is week 5 of the Truck Series. Alright, this is we're loading into qualifying here. I'm going to go ahead and apologize everyone in advance if the commentary is a little slow. We got a new commentator in here, Mustang. He's never commentated before, and then I've only commentated a few races, but I'm sure some of you know how that goes. So we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what we can figure out, and hopefully we can deliver some good commentary for these guys.
Oh yeah. I'm getting ready to stop here on the wall. Start the qualifying first out. 94 truck. Watch him taking his laps around through here. I'm pretty sure they get 2 laps around this track. Their qualifying times. Excuse me here, I'm still trying to get some stuff set up. Stuff up.
Trying to make sure we get everything going here. Let's see.
Yeah, I got you. It's a camera angle. Actually,
Now, did he say Bark was the rookie for this
yeah,
race?
Mark, yeah, Mark and
The
Frank, he said,
58 truck. Yeah, it's a black and
yep.
green truck. It's a pretty
Yeah,
nice
he'll
paint
be
scheme he's
making
got.
his, yeah, that's pretty, minty.
It is. That makes me think of some mint chocolate chip ice cream, which sounds pretty good right about now.
Oh yeah. Let's see, he'll be making his first start in the truck series. He's one of your normal full-time commentators we brought on this season along with Arkham Boss, so both of them are racing here, and that's why you got us. But I'm excited to see what they can do, especially since they've I know Arkham ain't got too many races under his belt, but he's been looking a little bit stronger each week. So we'll see what he can do. This is Mark's first start, so hopefully he can put on a good show, especially here on the dirt track.
Yeah, and it'd be nice for them to be able to get in and get some laps under them and just see what they can come out with.
Yep. Let's take a look here. Let's go around the safety truck. Korea's kind of supporting he's supporting a kind of military type piece here. I forgot what exact thing. It's the replication supposed to be of a M4 Sherman tank.
I like that. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. Is that the 51 truck, the black green truck there? Pretty good looking little truck of Arkham Boss actually, so that'd be a good. Nice to see him out there.
Alright, let's go take a look here. Take a look here at the last week's winner at the roval. Okay, sideways. Let's sit on board with him and watch how he rides down this track. Riding that high line. Let's see what he does with this hot lap. Now, around here, see, he moves to the low line now. Around here on this dirt track, especially here at Eldora racing on it, you have these, I mean, it's dirt tracks, I mean, obviously, but you're going to have these multiple type groups of racing, but a really dominant line, especially if you have your truck set up for it, is the inside line. You can just kind of just drift it around through there, just barely keep it off that wall, that you can fly around this track. I mean, you can put down times, smoke other people. If you got it set up really good, you can really go on around that top line for sure.
No, you're absolutely right. And one thing they don't think about a lot at dirt track races is tire wear, but there is going to be a fair amount of that, and they do make a difference, especially if you get some fresh ones on there.
Yeah, for sure. Let's make a note too, real quick. Obviously, here at Eldora, you don't have no pit stop. Only pit stops they're going to be making is none, pretty much. Maybe it's a stage break or something. They're going to be putting some fuel in, but that's about all they got.
Unless they remind me how many. I don't remember how many laps it is. So.
Qualifying's over. It's going to be, there's not really much strategy though plays into this track, obviously, and then hopefully these guys can keep their trucks a little clean, but they ain't got no way to really repair them out here. They get too much damage, kind of hurt. But real quick though, while we're waiting and going into getting ready to get this qualifying over with and switch over to a race, let's go down and interview one of our usual commentators, but has now switched over to a full-time truck ride, so we'll glad to see him in that position. Let's go interview Arkham Boss. So, Arkham, we got you?
Yeah, 10-4.
Alright. So, glad to see you out here. Really excited to see what you can do today on this dirt track. You've you've had a couple rough starts here in the Truck Series, but you've really gained momentum over the past couple races. And so, what do you think is going to be real key here for Eldora, and it being non-asphalt? You're racing on dirt, and this is the only dirt track that these trucks go to. How do you take a different approach to this track?
Well, I mean, the main focus on this track is keeping it off of the wall. I mean, going through the turns, you have to slide it in at a slight angle in order to get around this track. And sometimes if you over slide it or, overcorrect it, there is a chance of that happening tonight, you and the wall can become very good friends, and you don't want that to happen at this track, especially. Um, Not having the option to pit and fix the damage except for stage brakes. So that's going to be a little tough on the drivers tonight.
Yeah, most definitely. It's gonna be a real kind of, I guess, mental type race. Just trying to be able to keep your car clean and keep being able to keep yourself up. Just going around this real short track and keeping a kind of
Hmm.
momentum and a good pace going. So thank you for talking to us here, and we look forward to seeing you on the track tonight. And we'll probably get back with you later here on during the race if we get a chance to.
Yeah, definitely. Enjoy the race, guys.
Yes, sir. Alrighty. Mustang, did you get an invite?
I did.
Alright, just making sure.
Go ahead and head that
Alrighty.
way.
Again, I'm gonna go ahead and apologize. I know I'm being silent right now for our commentary, but yeah, we're not the best there is in the business for sure. We're just kind of filling in to at least give you all a race to watch here and keep this just try not to skip a race really. Make sure we got a stream for each race and bring it to you all so y'all can watch it.
Yeah, for sure. So we apologize for the moments of awkward silence before the race, but hopefully once it gets going, we can give you give you something to definitely think about and uh, make it. Hopefully these guys make it exciting. I hear the truck races have been pretty exciting so far. So
Yeah, they've been real good ones to watch for sure.
I do believe I've had some technical difficulties. So hopefully we can get another invite into that.
Yeah, I got you. If he don't give you one. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and get ready to load into this race here. You need an invite, Mustang?
Yeah, yeah. Give me one. I seem to have lost the one that he sent me.
Alrighty. We're loading in here, about to get underway at the Eldora Dirt Derby in Ohio. That's where this track is located. It is owned by a NASCAR Cup Series. Pretty good legend in the Cup Series, I guess you could say. As Tony Stewart who owns the track. Hosts multiple events throughout the year. And as we're going to get green now, go underway here and get green at Eldora. Your leader starting off and had the pole position. Okay, Sideways, your winner last week. They're in second behind him. Looks like a 54 T-Glass. There's the third. I think that. Oh, we got a battle for third.
It looks like
One of
Slide's
those.
job is actually in third at the moment. That 88 truck.
Yep, that's who it is. Looks like there's one of them back there. Haskell, there you go. That's I believe that's 83. Yep, 83 truck. Behind that. It's the 70 of Chris. Top 5. There. Looks like they've kind of moved into a little bit of a single file. Still some 2 wide. And even 3 wide action back through the pack.
Got somebody way up high there.
Yep.
Everybody seems to be pretty civil so far. Giving each other some room. Not too much beating and banging. Is okay Sideways.
We got a truck stop. Kind of got in the wall. Looked like the 76 of Highbrow. Like he may have had a little contact back on the pack. He's slowly going around. Good for him real early in the race.
No, you don't want to lose too much time to the leader. Yeah, these short tracks definitely get you down early.
Yeah, for sure.
It looks like Slide Job got into the wall there. Off
Yeah,
of
he's looking
turn
at
4, I believe.
the
Yeah.
wide battle.
Yeah, he's under.
93 there.
Looks like Sideways is getting a little bit of a lead going there, about three car lengths. Of course, I guess it would be truck lengths in this series, but you guys know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's,
Been there and done that.
yes, sir. It's like Slide Job is recovering from hitting the wall, trying to make his way back up to second place.
The inside there on T-Glass. Watch him for about a lap here, see if he can make his way around the 54. Maybe kind of inside makes a little contact with him on his door.
Oh man,
Rides him to the corner.
so it was a little bit more than just a little contact. It looked like he was trying to wreck him.
It can look like a lot of things on these dirt tracks. You never know what.
Yeah, they're always sliding and bumping into each other. And these truck guys, they love to beat and bang while they're racing. Oh, he about wrecks him again.
He ain't just a mess. 54 around there. They're getting hooked on his bumper.
Yeah, he's not giving them any room there on the bottom. Slide Job looks like he runs him up the track.
Like he
Can he
may
clear?
be able to clear him. Nope. While they're sitting here, sitting by side battle, and they're letting that 07 of Sideways go away.
Yeah,
You know,
he's
the
starting to get a
slide
lead.
And I cut you off there. The slide
Yeah,
job here is he is our last season's winner at Eldora. So we'll see what he can do here early on. See if he can start that momentum up. But it looks like he has. Oh, they make a little contact. And that battle is really intense right there for a second. Slide job barely misses the wall.
T-Glass not letting him get away from it there as Sideways is pulling away. Is
It
he
looks like
clear?
that 83's wanting to get in there. Yep.
About to become
83's
a
going to try and get in there and make it pretty
three
wide.
car battle as Slide Job gives T-Glass another bump. Might starting to be getting displeased a little early in the race here.
We'll see, they've been racing real rough. Let's try and move a little bit back the pack here. See some of these battles here. And right behind them, though, you got another 2-wide battle between Bart and the 70 of Chris. Bart in there making his first truck start, and he's up there battling for that 5th position, I believe. Good
Looks
job
like
to
that's
him.
pretty good battle going right there as he's working that outside.
got another three truck battle behind them. That's just kind of looks like everybody, for the most part, or most people here, is just kind of, I guess, separated. Oh, Bart got the wild head.
Trying to find our other commentator in case you guys are wondering where he's running the pack. It looks like he's running out back. Arkham is battling with the 96 at the moment.
Kind of just, so people back there's caught up. Kind of just looks like everybody's kind of in little tiny little packs, I guess, just 2-3 car packs, just kind of driving around. Everybody's kind of separated.
Sideways has at least, it looks like a second, maybe 2-second lead over the 54 truck of T-Glass.
Yeah, and him and the 88 still battling away.
Yeah, you gotta wonder how impatient Slide is getting now, being behind him, haven't got past him once. And, it looks like the 54's got a good truck. And,
oh,
man,
88 drove him up the track on that one.
Yeah. It looks like the 88 really likes that bottom line, and if they're both going for the same piece of real estate, you know, who's gonna give here? So.
Yeah, for sure. And that, like I was saying earlier, that bottom line is definitely kind of the dominant line. But if you have your truck set up where you can run the whole track, you can be just as dominant anyway.
And it looks like the 54 can definitely hang on that outside. I'm guessing he definitely prefers the bottom, but and it's a really good battle for second place right now as Sideways continues to pull away.
Yep. It's getting pretty heated around here for this little old short track. I don't know if it's going to be able to handle it or not. Let's see. I'm just surprised. We some of these trucks that got a little more aggressive, but it is early in the race though, so you can't really expect too much rolling.
Yeah, absolutely. It does look like the 70 truck of CB has moved up to the 5th spot. He was battling with Bark there for a little bit, and he's got past him. Got past, looks like, problems identifying that other truck, but definitely working his way up. Oh, slide job.
A little bit of danger of getting lapped here by the 07 truck sideways. So. Oh, spin. 96. Arkham gets it.
You gotta wonder if the caution will come out off that.
I don't know. That looks just like, I guess it just looked kind of like a one truck spin there. So we'll see. I don't know. I've heard nothing yet. So.
It looks like they're still, as the 96 is on the bottom, they tried to go 3 wide as Slide Job and T-Glass are still battling for second.
Yeah,
looks like
get
the 54 the advantage.
The pack action's kind of heating up here. You've got like 6 or 7 cars here battling for these spots.
The 88 of Slide Job got into the 96
truck around. Saw a truck. 16 of KRs around.
Yep. I was going to go back to, it looked like as the 54 and the 88 were trying to pass the 96 truck, I don't know if the 88 didn't know he was on the bottom, but he came down and door slammed him, and it actually, he lost a ton of ground to the 54 T-Glass. T-Glass has finally got away from him, and he's just passing Arkham is what it looks like in the 57 truck. So, battle for second has definitely calmed down a little bit.
But it looks like there's some maybe lap track. This is lap track. Maybe trying to get in some. That's not that. Oh, Haskell's on the lead lap. Can't tell who that is next to him. I think that may be Arkham. Yeah, so they're starting to get into some lap traffic now. See, Cage, but lap down. said his name earlier.
Yeah, we do apologize if,
Ooh,
especially
They
me,
got a little contact.
yeah, it kind of tail whipped him there. For not knowing the drivers' names specifically, it's first time commentating for these guys, but we're trying to get them all figured out as we go along here.
Yeah, I see. There's a bunch of new guys in the truck series. I commentated, I think, a couple races for them last season, but I don't remember if there's so many new guys got added in. I don't know who's here. I never raced with these guys, not no ways.
Yeah, for sure. It does look like OK Sideways has definitely put on a substantial lead over, I believe, is the 54 truck, as he continues to put these guys a lap down. Surprisingly, other than a couple trucks spinning out, we really haven't had any major incidents so far.
It looked like Slide Job has lost, he's battling now for, I think it's the third place spot with Haskell, 83 truck. He's losing other spots. Maybe he's having a little trouble there, not got his right adjustments in. So
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did have that incident with the 96 truck earlier, so he may have sustained some damage from that as well, which could have slowed him down a little bit.
Yep. And I believe this is a 4 to go. We're coming to 4. Later took 4.
It looks like
We're about to the end of stage 1.
As the 54 has cleared the lap truck of the 16. Wonder if he's actually gaining any ground on Sideways or not. Well, the battle for third has kind of slowed down as well, as the 88 Slide Job has gotten back in front of Haskell.
Yeah, I think as they're getting ready to come to the end of this stage, they're just going to kind of let it go a little bit for right now and wait till they get on this restart.
And the 70 of CB is still holding fifth. You got to be wondering, if you're the guys in the back, what have you figured out, through this first stage as to where you want to run, or as far as the best line goes. We've seen the bottom is preferred, like you mentioned earlier, but it's hard to pass down there. So,
yep. I believe that was the end of the stage right there, and OK Sideways is your stage 1 winner, and I think second is T-Glass, third Slide Job, fourth Haskell, fifth Chris, sixth Fast Savis, seventh Bart getting in there, get some stage points. I think eighth Slushy, ninth Ice Spooler, and 10 A Hutta. Those are your stage winners. Sure. If that is reading right.
I believe if you got that right. I'd have to say it's a pretty good first stage.
Somebody's fire alarm is going off in race control. Yeah. Oh gosh.
All right.
All right.
Get ready to start stage 2.
Alrighty, we're back green here in stage 2, and Sideways still in the lead. It looks like second place up there. Who is that?
The 64.
Yeah. Puzzle Nose, okay. Okay, well he's lost it. He may be a lap down. Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, depending on who stayed out.
Yeah, he may have stayed out. Yeah,
If the 54 can clear him here. Let's see if the 54's got anything for OK Sideways. Is Let's see, he clears him here. Be right on the back bumpers. They go in.
Oh, that's
Little
it's little.
contact. As he goes to the inside of sideways.
Take that lead on the exit of this corner, but I don't think he's gonna have it.
And
Oh,
oh,
he might have enough.
He hit him a little bit.
He is clear.
Yeah, he
Now
might have tapped him
he's
a
back
little
in
bit.
second with slide job Hadley. This looks like slide job might be trying to go into that inside to take the lead from him. Let's go on board here.
Yeah,
Oh, as he gets a little contact in the left rear.
As the 88 and 54 go at it again, this could be interesting. We know the 88 wants that bottom line. The 54's been able to hold his own on the outside. As the 07 sideways is just waiting to see what they do.
Oh, truck spinning around. Back to pack with 42. Fast Sabus. Sabus, I don't know.
Oh, looks like the 88 drove it into that turn as he pushes the 54 up the track. Let's see if 54 returns the favor here. Oh,
yeah, the people sideways.
These boys are rough from the start of this. So he gets back around the 88. The 88's back to the bottom again.
Up and around here. That's going to open up the door here for sideways to get back in underneath T-glass.
As the 88 clears him. Is 54 going to drive it in again? He does.
Oh, in the wall.
The 54. Oh,
sideways around.
Big
Second. Oh, wow.
Nice.
Hey. Bring up the cops on the lap. What's going on here? There's two trucks. It's not. I guess they're going to keep going. Now they might. I don't.
Okay, road course caution rules. Well,
I didn't.
I was gonna say they could go with that rule, but I mean, if you watch the replay on that one, you got a truck sideways in the middle of the track. Yeah.
There was two. Yeah, there was two trucks blocked. They even hit a couple of trucks as they sped around and stopped them. But no, it's okay. It's dirt track racing, boys. Let's go with it.
And just beating and banging and see what you got left at the end of the race as we continue green here.
Yep. That's just left a big old wide open space for slide job in second. Haskell has got a big gap to make up.
But Haskell caught him earlier, but he was a lot closer than he is right now. As slide job's got nobody around him, he can run the line he wants. Definitely without the 54 there this time.
Yeah.
So it looks like. Now, did the 54 make a good recovery off of that, or is he lapped down? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
But I guess while we got a little break here and some action, let's go to a crank it up here. So we're gonna go ahead and get on board with our leader here. Let us
Turn
crank
it up.
goes right there. I just got out of the race. I got removed from somehow. Lost connection, yeah. I'm sorry about that, I guess. Everybody, whenever I can get an invite back, I need one Mustang if you can give me one.
Yeah, I'm getting you taken care of. We do apologize for that. Alright, looks like 88 is still working his way through traffic. I'm looking to see here. Doesn't appear that Haskell has really gained that much ground on him here in second place in the 83 truck. About the same length they were.
The Cup Series race is back going in real life.
Oh, that's good to know.
I might keep you updated on it.
Yeah, I
All
could
right,
be
we're
wrong.
back in the race now.
I could be wrong here, but it looks like the 70, after that incident earlier, would be in third place.
Yep.
I do believe that's correct.
So he's battling with the 64 puzzle nose. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm a puzzled as a lap down or not. He started up in the front, but he just didn't hit or what. Still a second place trophy pass me. Looks like T-Glass has made up some more ground back on him.
On Haskell? Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure he's in second though. He's been there the whole race, or well, close to that. Oh.
Everything seems to be going pretty mellow through the second stage after that wreck with the leaders.
How many laps we got left in the match? Is it yours or is that the leaders? Okay, man.
We just saw puzzled nose and the 70. They both hit the wall at the same time coming off of the turn. You know, I know we talked a little bit earlier about, you talked about pit strategies or the lack thereof, and you got to wonder, how the handling is after getting into the second stage here. And Spears' slide job has got the truck to beat at the moment.
Yep, he's coming up on a lot of this lap traffic though, so we'll see how he manages getting through here and he'll allow the 83 to catch him. Basically, first up there.
Yeah, it looks like he's
Sideways.
put a pretty good lead there on the 83.
57. Oh, sideways.
Right in front of the leader. This leader is now caught as he tries to pass the 57 and the 16. Let's see if he can clear him here. Off the turn. Oh, little contact.
Goes to 16. He's getting aggressive, wanting to get by on me. Make sure he maintains that lead.
Yeah, and if you're in the back of the pack, and your truck's not handling quite the way you want, and you're trying to avoid any contact with leaders, it can be kind of tricky, especially just trying to hold your own.
Yeah, for sure. And to go in this stage.
It's like the 70 and the 64 are still battling it out back here.
He's trying to notch it down a little bit. Trying to get it around.
But kind of keeping an eye on the Bark here in his first race with this, and he seems to be doing pretty good. It seems like he hasn't been involved in any major incidents. Kept it pretty clean so far. It's good to see that.
Yeah, for sure.
As our leader, the 88 of Slot Job, continues just working his way through traffic. And he is hugging that bottom. He's right down there on that white line. We've talked about it a couple times about that being the preferred and fastest line. He's almost touching that inside wall, so he's definitely got a pretty good handling truck to be able to keep it down there.
I'll tell you one thing I think will be in the next game, Heat 5, we'll have a daggone, I don't know what it is, but a scoring type pylon thing, I guess. We can see where these guys are actually sitting at.
Yeah, we do apologize, for you guys that are watching this. It's harder to keep track of this as to who's in what position, but we're doing the best we can with what we got to work with.
Go on the stage, come with a white flag this time. Stage 2, and Slide Job is just gapped second place.
Whoa, is that a
He's
truck
not
he
even in
just
the same
passed?
zip code.
Yep, he is checked out for sure. Looks like he's got this one in the bag as we come to the end of stage 2. Alright, and that will do it for stage 2, Slide Job.
Alrighty. Well, while we're sitting here in this little stage break, get ready to go to stage 3, I'm gonna introduce some track facts here. So let's see here. It's Eldora Speedway, and location is in Rossburg, Ohio, near the Dayton region. Was opened in 1954. Is owned by Tony Stewart, and its maximum capacity is 30,000. Obviously, it's a dirt track, but its surface is mainly clay, and it's a half-mile oval.
See, I'm trying to think of when Tony Stewart took that over.
It wasn't too awful long ago, was it? I don't think
No, not too long. Alright, we're fixing to start stage 3 here as we're back under green. 88 to the bottom. See if we clear the truck to his outside. And no, the 64 is back on the inside now. No contact. I'll tell you what, this is the opportunity that Haskell needed to be able to see what he's got for the 88. There's a little contact between the 64. The 83 goes to the outside of the 88. Both trucks are beating and banging there in the back.
Yep. Alright.
Oh.
Contact back. Sorry for the silence there. I was having technical difficulties.
Good as the 83 is 83 and 88 make a little contact there. The 88 has cleared the 83, gained about, it's about two truck lengths there.
They're kind of single filed out now up here.
Let's see if Haskell can catch slide job here, see if he's got anything for him.
Dark back here, I think. Seventh, maybe. He's putting on a show today in his first start. Arkam's a little back. He's been doing pretty good. He's got involved on a couple incidents, so it's been a little rough day for him.
I'm curious right now, as we told you guys, it's hard to keep up with who's on the lead lap, but the 54 is pressuring the 83 for what appears to be second place at the moment.
I wish I could find where he is on there.
And he does clear him, actually.
Yep. I missed the battle, but it's alright.
We'll have to see if any more incidents concur between the 54 and 88 if he catches him.
Alright, so let's go ahead and I'll ask you here. What do you think for this last stage? It's a little bit longer. They've kind of single filed out now, but for some of these trucks, you know, then obviously, again, like at this track, there's no pit or nothing, so I mean, cool. But what do you think is the big things here, big key facts here, the big keys here for some of these trucks to maybe get a little farther up there and have a chance of catching it later?
Well, I think you definitely have to look at patience. Dirt tracks are, most of them being as short as they are, everybody gets in a hurry and trying to make big moves. And if you can just find your groove, find your rhythm, you can really make up some time. And I think these guys need to just kind of figure out where the truck's good at and see what progress they can make towards the front.
Later, 88 is starting to get into some lap traffic here. We'll see if that plays a role and allows the second place truck in our T-class to catch him maybe a little bit. No contact there for the back to back. Let's ride along here with the 67 Arkham Boss. Main commentators, and we'll see it. Right against that 66 on that in front of him here farther back in the pack. And let's see some of this action that's going on back here. As we look to the inside here of the 66 truck. That is, so if a caution is to come out, they're back here battling for the free pass right now. See if that comes into play here.
Yeah, that could be a very important position there as they're beating and banging for it, because you want to make sure you can get back on the lead lap. But like I said, if caution does come out. Alright, let's go check back in on leaders here. Does look like the 54 is still holding in the second position. Room is appears the 88 is he's not pulling away as much as he did the last run. I mean, granted, we did have that wreck there at the restart, but the 54 is kind of maintained his gap there to the leader.
Alright. So, anybody here, watching this stream that's not already in the league, or that's gonna, oh, I guess that's my screen, I don't know. My issues here, streaming might be a little bad. But, anybody who watches this stream, on YouTube or here right now, if you're not a driver, if you're not already in the league, my bad, not already in the league, and you'd like to join, you see the racing here, watching, you go back and watch our previous races. Now this, I won't lie, this ain't one of our best races we've had, but it's been interesting for sure. You've had our real good battles for the lead. And this is just one of our little special event things, and this is the summer series. And they go to dirt tracks, they go to the dirt track here at Eldora and race some in the trucks. But if you want to be a part of this racing, it's we're welcome to anybody, any skill level of drivers. We have a development league. We won't turn anybody away that tries out. And if you'd like to try out, you can contact us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, or you can contact Mr. Slidejob on Xbox. And we're welcome to anybody who wants to come in here. And our trucks race obviously 6 Sunday evening. Cup is Monday at 8, and Xfinity is Wednesday at 8.
That's a good thing you brought that up. Anybody who could be watching, I'm fairly new to the league myself, racing in the National Series, and man, it's been some good racing over there, and a lot of good guys. It's been a good opportunity for me, and of course I'm getting to join you commentating this race tonight, and I love watching the trucks.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, this has been awesome, and honestly, our trucks and our Xfinity too is one of our two most more eventful, I guess, series. I mean, that's where a lot of our best races come from. Last week, Wednesday in the Daytona and Xfinity, it was a killer race all the way through. We had those battles for the lead back and forth all night long. I mean, that's what you expected of a super speedway, and I'll tell you what, this league here definitely provided. So it's been fun to be with it.
Yeah, and I've made the mistake. I haven't really watched too many of the truck races, but I've heard that they've been putting on some good battles, and we're seeing a good race here tonight at Eldora.
Yeah, and some of the races here too in the truck series that I can think off the top of my head that's been really good here recently is Phoenix and Las Vegas. Phoenix now in the now just at the end of season 2, our truck championship. That right there is probably one of the most interesting races I've watched this year. Well, that they played. I mean, there was a battle the whole race through for the lead, and it came down to fuel strategy right at the end. And I guess you could say, not really. I wouldn't say an underdog, but I guess a type of had a little bit lesser of odds to chance to win. Played the right pit strategy and stayed up front all race and won that race, and won a championship. So, anything can happen here in this league.
For sure, we've seen that in truck series, and we've seen it in the national series too, about people just making the right strategy call, and it paying off big for them during the summer series. While we're talking about the tracks for the truck series, I guess looks like July 5th they're going to Michigan. Now you think this is a good race to watch? With as much room as there is at Michigan, you guys would definitely want to tune in. I should probably tune into that one myself and just see what kind of show they can put on there.
Yeah, for sure. And that's a real fast track, and it's kind of like a super speedway almost. You know, they can get in packs and draft and race each other really hard, and it can lead to some very interesting stuff to watch. Sure.
Right, right. And as where is here, this is the preferred groove is looking to be the bottom. And it kind of can be that way at Michigan at times. But definitely when the tires are fresh, if you've got a good handling truck, you can make a move on the outside and hold your own or what have you. It makes for some real exciting racing.
Yep. Oh, contact right in front of the leader there, almost. A couple tracks almost.
Catch back up with our leaders here. You still got Slide Job out front. I believe that's the 54. Still in second. Is that I believe the 70 has moved up to third spot. If I'm not mistaken.
I ain't got a clue who's in second, honestly. Because I can't even tell anymore. Slide Job's in a whole other zip code here.
Well, if we were going to say the 54 is in second, that would put the 70 right behind him, and then Haskell right behind that.
Truck got put in the wall here.
Yeah, I know I mentioned this in stage 2, but we go and look at our rookie Bart there in his first race. That truck is still pretty clean. He seems to be taking care of his stuff here.
Yeah, and I don't know honestly who's all in the lead lap. That's again what I'm really excited for about the next game. But they can't be many of them. Whoever is in the lead lap, they've definitely been able to stay out of trouble a lot easier than a lot of those other guys who got caught up in some messes back in the pack.
For sure, and one thing, if we're looking forward to that, is our fellow commentator Arkham there. He can slap the wall a little bit out of the turn. As we look into NASCAR Heat 5, I really do hope they put that in there. It would make our job a lot easier as far as telling the fans and everybody watching just who's where. I mean, we can kind of figure out who the leader is. They are. Okay, just confirmed that. So, I don't think when they are creating this game, they definitely are thinking about the fact that leagues like this would be run on the side, and that we would need to keep track of it. So, definitely looking forward to that.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, leader got a little contact with the lap car there.
Is that the 96? That would be the second time he's made contact with him.
Yep. How many laps are left?
6? That would be the second time he's made contact with him.
Yep. How many laps are left?
Now, one thing we may want to pay attention to here, I do believe the 54... 11 laps in the race. Oh, all right. Well, as I was saying, it looks like if the 54, which we are crossing our fingers, is in second place, it looks like he is gaining on Slide Job a little bit each lap.
Yep.
We've watched these two throughout the race, and if if the 54 can get to him again, it's definitely going to be interesting.
Yeah. Now, if this race stays this clean, that gap probably stay there. I mean, more than likely. But unless a caution comes out here, I don't see much else happening unless some lap traffic gets involved and really slows that leader down. But as of right now, I say I believe this is he's coming to 8 to go or 7 to go. We'll figure it out here in a minute. But unless a caution comes out or some lap traffic really gets involved, I don't think that he's going to have too much problems bringing this one home here. So we'll see what happens. Back here. Let's see. Trying to find where
Yeah, he was right. So that would be the 70, yeah. 70's making a move on the 54.
to go with no cautions unless some lap traffic gets in. Slide Job looks like he may have this one in the bag.
Yeah, definitely got a battle heating up for second, but Slide Job is still maintained that lead.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like Sideways is pulled into the picture there. He's your truck's points leader right now. Especially with the win last week. Oh, he's an 8th. He's lap time. Yeah, this is why we want the new game already, because we can't tell who is where.
But definitely.
My job, T Glass and Christ.
Well, how about Haskell? I mean, between Haskell and Chris, they definitely maintain top.
Oh, truck around.
Truck spinning. Oh, right in front of Haskell.
Oh, up in the air. Oh, yeah, took Haskell out. He gone. Oh, he come down in front of another truck. 76. White flag. He's lucky the cautions turned off. Slide Job is. There's a couple more trucks getting piled in back there.
I was going to say, is the 54 and 70 are still... We thought Chris was going to be able to get him here, but it's not looking like he's going to be able to get past 54.
There it is. Pretty quick little race here at Eldora. Slide Job is your winner after pulling off some dominant second and third stage.
Now these guys definitely put on a show. It wasn't quite as chaotic as I was expecting, so these guys definitely put on a good show.
Yeah. That was a pretty fun little race, interesting for sure.
I definitely had fun commentating that. You guys stick around and we'll get word from some of the drivers here. Definitely talk to our
See, we got the official results this week, not the live results like last week in the Xfinity series. Alrighty. Give us a second here. We're going to get set up for our post-race interviews.
just kind of going over the lap times here while we're waiting. And Slide Job definitely had the fastest lap, just over. Looks like Haskell, second fastest lap there. So 19.2 for Slide Job, 19.3.
Please
Haskell,
not tell
T
me that I
Guns with
just
a
said.
19.3.
Yep. Some
So,
pretty close times here throughout a decent little part of the field, but it looked like that 88 truck was pretty dominant here. So like he was last season, in the All-Star race, he put on a show. So
for sure.
alrighty here, we're gonna get ready to get started with our post-race interviews. Just let everybody get joined in. Who's going to join? Alright. We're going to go on ahead and start it here, I guess. Let's see who we've
I believe
got
the
in.
results are in the truck series.
Yeah,
I
they are.
put the official results. I didn't get stage. Just let you know.
That's all good. I got them.
Alright, it looks like our first driver here we've got with us is Arkham. So he's one of our commentators here who is switched over to a full-time truck ride. And so we're going to interview him first. Alright, Arkham. Rough race. You pulled out a top 15, but a rough race there, especially early on. You got involved in a few little incidents, and just kind of kept your own pace there. But just go on ahead and tell us, how your day was, and just pretty much overall how it was out there on the track today.
Well, I came into this track knowing that I wasn't really going to be one of the best racers out there today. Obviously, as you saw, I ran into that truck that spun against the wall. There was no way I could avoid him. It's really hard to avoid wrecks at this track, but overall, it was a good day. Came out 13th, I believe, due to a late wreck there that sprung me past one position. So another top 15 in the bag, and before I go here, I just want to say to our rookie tonight, Bark, put on a hell of a show tonight. Keep on racing, keep on doing what you do, and I can't wait for you to win your first race. And kudos to all these other guys racing here. They put a heck of a show on tonight.
We actually had 2 rookies tonight, which is really cool.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well.
Alrighty. So next Mustang, if you want to, I'll let you take him. Fast Sabas finishing with a 12th place finish tonight.
All right. Well, Fast, you brought it home with the top 15. Uh, give us a little idea about how your night went and what it was like getting through traffic out there. Yeah, for sure. You had a pretty good run there, and it's kind of the inevitability of short tracks. If your truck's not handling right, going lap down. But good run tonight. Thanks for putting on a show for us.
Alright. Let's see who our next is in here. I believe our next one we got is OK Sideways. Alright. So, OK. Um, After coming off a good win last week at the Roval, you come in here with you started out pretty good. Stayed up there, won the first stage, had a good truck throughout the first stage, obviously, and then throughout a little bit of the second stage, and then you kind of got involved in the incident there later on in the race. So explain that and explain how your day was pretty much overall.
Yeah, we just got caught up with an incident of people not giving people room, but it's Eldora, so nothing really to expect there. We had a fast truck. I knew for sure it was at least top five, but we just couldn't get there. Got stuck a lap down from radiator damage, and just tried to make the best of it. Got our way back up to eighth, but without a caution, we would have just we're just stuck there.
Yeah, that's pretty rough ending for you there. So good luck to you next week, and good job out there today, and look forward to seeing you
Yep.
next race. All right, next up we got Haskell with a seventh place finish, top seven, last car on the lead lap. So Mustang, you can go ahead and take him.
Yeah, Haskell, you definitely had a consistent race. Saw you uh, definitely battling with some of the leaders there. Just kind of give us a rundown of how everything was going for you, how the truck was handling, and what all you saw from your race.
Oh yeah, had a great first and second stage. Watch T-Glass and Slide Job battle it out for the better part of the first stage there, and got to the second stage, made some great changes. Was running great in the third stage, and on the next to last lap there, running in fourth, got tangled up with something hanging up top. So disappointed that you say I'm the last car in the lead lap, but it is what it is. I'll walk away with it and just come back next week.
Yeah, it's definitely some of the things that happen, with these dirt tracks. But you got a top 10 out of it, and we'll just see how you do at Michigan. Look forward to seeing you there. All right, I believe the next one's going to be Park Ranger. That would be the rookie himself. You want to go ahead and take him?
Yes, sir. All right, making your first start in the Truck Series this year, I believe.
My controller's
Coming
dead
out
real
with
quick,
a
so
top. Somebody's trying over. Is that Bark? Okay. Yeah, we'll wait on him for a second here. Yeah.
all right.
Who's? Oh, there he is. He's back. All right. So making your first start, I believe, in the Truck Series at Eldora. You come in, you're pretty strong. You was pretty strong. Had a great truck today. Looked like, and you come out with a top seven finish, almost top five. And so, just tell us how your race went, and what was it like being out there in your first race?
Well, for stage one, it was actually really fun racing, cause me and Chris, we were having a good race up there, and then when we came, and then I fell back a little bit. Then when we went second stage, I made my adjustments. It was a little difficult getting back up to where I was because there were so many cars. Like I didn't know where the lines were going, so it was making it hard to pass. But I was able to get back up to sixth. And that next restart, I started third, but I just decided to go back. I felt like it'd be best to go back a little bit, and also it was really hard figuring out where people were running, especially at a track like Eldora. I didn't want to get shoved by a leader trying to pass me on the inside or try to take his line. So coming out with six, I'm really happy about that one, and we'll go on and get ready for next week.
Yes, sir. Look forward to seeing you there. So next up, fifth place finish, running out in the top five. Be the truck of Puzzled Nose. So Mustang, you go ahead and take him.
Yeah, puzzled. We didn't really mention your name a whole lot tonight, but you proved it out on the racetrack with a top five finish. So let us know how your race went.
Well, it started off kind of okay. We had to start in the back because of a technical issue, but I got that resolved just after qualifying ended. We fought our way up through stage one, and then we didn't take tires and fuel on the pit. We just fixed damage. That put us all the way up in second, and we were we were not as fast as the leaders today. I don't even think that we deserved a top 5, more like a 6th or 7th finish. But all in all, it was a very good day. I learned a lot, and can't wait for next week in Michigan.
Yes, sir. Yeah, we do appreciate you talking to us, and we wish you good luck at Michigan.
Thank you.
All right, I believe the next one is going to be Chris in 3rd place.
Hold on a second, I'm having trouble here. You can go ahead and take whoever's next. I don't know.
All right.
You can
That's
take
all right.
whoever's next.
I'll go ahead and take him. Go ahead and talk to the current points leader, Chris. You had a strong race today. You kind of stayed quiet, but maintained the top 5 and pulled it out at the end. Just to give us an idea how your race went.
First time actually racing on Eldora. I never really do dirt NASCAR Heat 4, so it was certainly an experience learning the track. Started with 20.6s, ended the week with 19.4s. A lot of change. I had a very good team. They helped me a lot through this, gave me a winning setup. Experience overtakes the rookie as usual. T-Glass definitely got more experience on me, but well-deserved win for everyone on their team. And I'm going to show up next week and maybe change the paint scheme to an aircraft this time and see if I can fly to a win.
Well, that definitely sounds like a good idea, and you did mention it. Definitely a good team effort for you guys, and practice makes perfect. So we'll look forward to seeing you next week at Michigan.
All right. Our next truck now is the 54 truck of T-Glass to the 2nd place, runner-up finish. Had a very strong truck there, especially in the beginning of the race and all throughout the race, and then right there at the end, got caught up in a little bit of some issues there with some other trucks, but fought his way back up to his 2nd place and came out with a good finish overall. So just go on ahead and tell us, how your race was and what could you have done better, just overall. Is he alive?
T-Glass, is your mic muted?
He gone. Is he even in here?
He's in here.
I don't know.
He just said his mic wasn't working.
Oh, okay. Yep, good race overall. We'll go on to our winner now. All right, slide job. You had a dominant car.
Hello?
Dominant car. Dominant truck. Oh, was that him?
T-Glass right here.
T-Glass.
My mic's
Did
not
you hear
working
what
for
I
a sec.
said, so I don't have to repeat
Yes,
myself?
I heard everything.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we had a good day. We ended up finishing 2nd. We definitely had a top 3 car all day. We just ran into some troubles with one main thing was getting doored into the inside wall. By the leader, it made sense. It was a block, but with 4 to go, I don't understand why YK is driving so hard. He doored me into the inside wall. He's 3 laps down. He tried to wreck my race. Then he tried to door Chris, and then he ended up taking out Haskell, all in the last 5 laps. Ruined our 2, 3, 4, 5 finish from our team. There's no reason for it, but we ended up having a good day anyway.
Yeah, it was a few rough last laps for you all, definitely. So it looks like we got a little bit of tension maybe building up within these next couple weeks. Maybe a little retaliation coming back. But so good job today, and let's go on to our race winner again at Eldora. So slide job, you won last year at the All-Star race at Eldora for the Cup Series, but obviously it was in the trucks. But so you had a dominant truck throughout the whole race. First 2 stages you was up there battling for you was battling for the lead a little bit, but mainly stayed back for the second and third place spots. And then right there at the end, you just completely took over. So just tell us, how your race was and how you kept your I guess streak up, a 2-win streak now for a dominant truck at Eldora.
Yeah, well, we did come in knowing we had a lot of speed. We definitely showed it last year against some of the league's best, but a lot of new faces this year, so we didn't know really where we stood. But we brought same truck, same exact truck, same team and all. So we haven't been in this truck since January, so it was obviously a little rust, but after getting back in it and doing some practice, we felt comfortable again with the setup that we used last time. And yeah, the first stage of all of mine always went rough. Last in the All-Star race, same thing happened. We have some adjustments that we want to make after that. So we qualified third, sat there and just tried to make the best of it. Got caught up in some door banging in the middle of the pack there, so that was a little rough. Um, and then after we put our adjustments in the second stage, the truck came alive. We were able to get past the pole sitter, and then really our main competition all race was T-Glass. He had a pretty fast truck. We knew if we could get in front of him, we could get away from him. He just had that little bit more fast speed in the truck than he did. But it was just a battle at that point. It's really not about speed. It's really about just muscle in your way. I can't knock him because I did the same thing. We were just dive bombing each other, running each other up the track, door banging. Eventually, I got him from the outside. I was able to clear him for a little bit. He drove in on the inside. I knew he was going to throw a dive bomb, so I pulled it in a little bit narrower and kind of slammed the door. I might have caught a little bit of his nose. Ended up brushing the inside wall. We were able to clear him, and once we got in front of him, he drove away. But it's just that track. It's so tough when you have two trucks that are similar on speed to get away from somebody. So you got to make a little bit of aggressive moves. But we knew once we got in there, it was over. So all in all, great day. Great to be back at this track. One of my top two in the truck series to run. I absolutely love it here. We get our second win in a row, which means a lot, and we get our 15th win overall, and our 16th win, I believe. Really awesome. This will be our first of three starts in the truck series. It's great to start off with a win, and we will see these guys back in a couple of weeks at Martinsville, which is my other favorite. So cannot wait.
Oh yeah, you dominated that race last season too by a lot. So hopefully you can take it a little easy on these guys. But
But got a
Mustang,
quick
you got
question
anything
for
to
you.
ask? Yeah,
Yeah, I
there you
do
go.
actually. Slide, do we with the battle that we saw between you and T Glass, is as intense as it was watching it. Do we expect to see any more battles like that come Martinsville?
Martinsville is definitely a compete. If you have a faster truck, you can just sit behind somebody, and then the cleanest way to do it is just to beat them off the exit of the corner with your inside. But it's another short track, so you can imagine that if you have two trucks similar speed and the guy behind them is right on the bumper and they can't get around him, they may use the chrome horn towards the end of the race. But we'll see. I mean, I'm really excited to see what these guys brought at Martinsville. But yeah, this track specifically is definitely the hardest track to get away from somebody. It's tough. So you've gotta use a little bit of aggression. Sorry, for some of the moves I did, but gotta do what you gotta do in dirt track racing.
Well, you and him definitely put on a good show tonight, and you both were going back and forth there. So we'll see if you have to use the old bump and run when you get to Martinsville. Congratulations on the second win in a row at Eldora, and thanks for talking to us.
Alrighty. That's about all we got here. So congratulations, Slide Job, on that win. And we look forward to seeing you next week. Or not next week, but next race. So, yeah, next week in the
Yes,
booth.
sir.
Next race in the truck series, but yeah. Alrighty. So, Sonoma.
Sonoma. Yep. Well, as a
Yep.
guy who's
Yeah.
going to be in it, I got to tell you, it's definitely going to be interesting. So make sure you guys tune in.
Just a FYI for some of you people who don't know what happened to Cup. It's kind of canceled for the summer series with some issues that went on there. But yeah,
Yeah, there you go.
kind of.
Practice. We,
But oh
For
yeah,
sure.
we
You
will
can
be
definitely break in the new guys over the summer and definitely get some rookies coming in and seeing what they got.
letting some of these Cup Series guys scout out these lower series, get a little recruitment in. But alrighty. Well, thanks everyone for watching this week, and we look forward to see you Wednesday at 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern at Sonoma Raceway.